go.
I call the Township of Aleppo workshop meeting of April 8th, 2024 to order at 7 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
President Jones.
Present.
Vice President Williams.
Present.
Commissioner Garrett.
Present.
Commissioner Haluka.
Here.
Solicitor Stone.
Here.
Manager Patterson.
Here.
This meeting, as all others, is being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube. Do I hear a motion to approve the March 19th, 2024 legislative meeting minutes?
So moved.
Seconded.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Old business, Commissioner Patterson?
I don't have any old business.
Anyone else?
What I have for this agenda is new business.
New business, 2024 tar and chip paving project proposal.
So in the budget, we budgeted $125,000 at, Tim's request and the engineer's agreement that we would do some tar and chip seal coats over some of the roads that don't need full paving yet, but it will extend their life. And some of them are some of our lower traffic roads, and some of them are some of our higher traffic roads that we want to just get a couple more years out of them before we have to reconstruct. So what you have is HRG's proposal to do the bidding and manage that project for us. The roads that we are looking into getting prices for are Overlook Drive, Rhodes Avenue, Sewickley Heights Drive, Merriman Road, School Street, Bixwood, and Burdine. So some of those are lower traffic and some of those are higher traffic, and it's just looking to extend the life of the roads. And this proposal here that we would vote on, the board would vote on next week, is from HRG to do the work. And it looks like it says estimated would be $21,000 for the bid process and then about $2,300 for inspection services as the project goes on. So Dan, our other engineer, is looking to bid a chunk of roads as one group just to get people interested in, and then some of them will be options, that'll allow the board wiggle room in case the bids come in higher than we hope. So.
Question. School Street, is that from the border coming out of Masonic Vision? Okay, down to,
Deer Run.
okay. Everybody's confused about that, that's why I asked.
Yes, School Street, the road doesn't, it's a very Pittsburgh thing. The road doesn't, you don't make a turn, but the road has changed names in the middle of your drive.
It do.
So Merriman ends at the township line between Aleppo and Glenfield. The road that you have not moved is now becomes School Street. So
Okay.
it is School Street in Glenfield. It's in Glenfield, but we own it and maintain it.
Don't ask.
Right.
You want to know how
It
we
is
wind
what
up
it is.
owning a street in another municipality?
And staying on the subject of
If
roads,
you've got an hour.
Yeah,
we asked the
I don't
engineer,
know.
we asked the engineer to update our roadway study, which we do to determine how much we need to put into reserves each year. So it's complete. I haven't read it yet, but it's been done. Recap of ALOM conference sessions. Who would like to start? Commissioner Williams?
Sure. I thought overall it was an excellent conference. I got a lot out of it. And there was several presentations, particularly from the police force, that really, I think it bothered everyone because the numbers that they put up for attracting new police officers and so on. Recently, whenever they are advertising for people to take the policeman's application, they used to receive somewhere around 700 to 800 applications. They are now receiving 3 to 5. And they, in essence, they don't know really what to do about it.
Who is they? Who receives 3 to 5 instead of 7?
Oh, it was the-
Is that state?
This was
No, this was a group of local,
municipalities.
So they're saying each municipality receives 3 to 5? Okay.
Yeah, but it includes Pittsburgh.
I think one of the examples, Commissioner Haluka, was 20 years ago, for every opening, there were 90 applications.
Yeah.
Now they're lucky if they get an application. So it seems to be at least area-wide. I think our chief has said it's nationwide.
Oh, there's no doubt there's a shortage, but those numbers just seem
They
A little
were boggling to me.
crazy. Yeah, they're a little boggling to reality too, I think.
Well, that was one that, number one, the room was jammed. So it was obviously on everybody else's mind as well. But the thing that really bothered me as I walked out is, what are you gonna do about it? How are you gonna recorrect this? And I don't really think that anyone has come up with a salient solution, personally. But they certainly were involved, certainly emotional enough about the presentation that they understand that they're in deep weeds and struggling. Other than that, everything else was pretty positive to me, in any case.
Manager Patterson?
Some of my takeaways were, I went to some sessions where I learned about, some updates to the pending ordinance doctrine, where if you have an ordinance, a lot of those are zoning and subdivision, where if you're making an amendment, the rules that, how people can fit an application in around your amendment process. We went to a session about EMS service, that there's a shortage of EMTs and paramedics across the region. We learned about the different Medicare payment limits, and that a lot of the calls that the ambulances go on are Medicare patients, so their Medicare immediately knocks down a lot of the reimbursement level. Some of the speakers said that 86% of their calls, and this was Hampton Shaler, their chief was there, 86% of calls pay less than the cost of providing the service. So they're running at a deficit just based on insurance, reimbursements. And there were 33 ambulance agencies for 130 municipalities. So they're serving multiple municipalities as they are. I also learned about, the solicitor session, so we heard about advertising rules, Sunshine Act, and then one that was just very interesting was we got an update on the new airport remodel process and how they're working with local contractors, and they're working to get local Pittsburgh people involved in some apprentice programs to help learn the trades and do the construction. And we saw some, artist rendering of what the new airport is going to look like. So that was a fun presentation.
Yeah, that was an excellent presentation. And
And I-
they're going to, they're making an airport which moves everybody through in one level. It's not going up and down escalators to get from the street to the balcony to through security and through the tunnels. And basically it's going to be a knockout, beautiful place. And correct me if I'm wrong, when they right now they have attracted 6 new airlines. I shouldn't say that.
I don't know, but
Committed, yeah, including British Airways.
Mhm.
So it was quite a surprising and very interesting presentation.
And I attended 2 significant sessions. They were all significant, but Department of Homeland Security gave a presentation on cybersecurity. We may think that we don't have much to hide, but ransomware is very expensive. So they actually have a program where they will come and review our systems to see if there are any cracks in the door, correct, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of the new organization, but it's significant, it's free, we will do it. And they also suggested that if we put .gov at the end of our emails and websites, etc., we get added security free. which I think is pretty good. And then to piggyback on Commissioner Williams' comments, 2 police forces, one had lost 5 police officers and the other had gained.
Yeah.
And the reason that was stated is pretty clear. It's called respect.
That's right.
So for anybody listening or anybody that hears this later, please respect the police when they come to help you. Anything else? All in all, I told ALOM, the sponsor of the conference, each year the sessions, to me, have become more professional and more meaningful. And they had a legislative session which was quite good, and my short answer to that presentation was, there are more problems than money.
Yeah.
Something new and different.
Right.
Swickley Memorial Day celebration.
We received, somebody reached out, I think the new chairman of that celebration, they were looking for certain, if we maintain contact lists of things. And we don't share any resident lists. If people sign up for our emergency notification, we promise them that we don't share the list. But I said that we do, I explained our digest system and said that we would mention it at a meeting so that residents could look for the Memorial Day celebration donation request in their mail and then contact us. So we just wanted to just put it out there as a different way to help get the word out that it's not a borough-funded event, it is a donation-funded event, so they were just looking to reach out to as many people as possible.
Any additional new business?
I would ask that we reach out to the town engineer or to the Department of Public Works to look into whether there's something more that can be done to address the situation with the roads and the ridge where the tar is accumulating on people's feet, tires and other things.
Noted and done.
I'll do that tomorrow. I'll contact the engineers and let them know.
Did we receive any communication from citizens?
We have one thing I was gonna mention next week, but I can mention it now, that there was another complaint about speeding on Redgate, on Redgate Road. So I'm gonna follow up with Amazon about that and with the chief about that too.
Is that a solvable solution? Everybody goes down there and they take their foot off the brake.
I don't take my foot off the brake on Redgate. I don't know what these people are doing.
Any other new business? Then we are adjourned.
Art, the reason that are we off?
You want me to kill it now?
Kill it.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I'm good.